헤헤
오랜만에 eFootball.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will
오랜만이군요.
really get the
진짜
juices flowing.
키키을.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Mbappe. Now it's Luis Suarez. Gullit tries a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it's Otto. Played into the box. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising.
Roma are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And now the breakaway. Maldini cuts out the pass. Vitinha for Messi. Messi with the foul. And he is going into that little black book. Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Knocks it into space. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Luis Suarez. And this is Gullit. Crosses it in. Oh, good effort! Rafinha. Mbappe. Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. The message is clear. None shall pass. Oh, this looks sharp. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Lovely pass, but Bale! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Check herring on. Oh, what has happened here? That's very neat. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's... And Messi! Now Well, that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Vitinha. Vieira. And it's Messi. Silvestre gets over and intercepts. Mbappe is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Messi. And here's Dembele. And he's well positioned here. And the shot! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Bale! Rijkaard tries to clear. Pull it. And it's Ferdinand. Now it's Bale. Messi. And that interception was most necessary. Now, what about a counter-attack? Rafinha. And it's lofted through here. And he's cut it out. Messi.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
The most accurate pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that was a gem of a half. Remarkable on all fronts. The difference is 2, but still, all things are possible. So we're underway for the second half.
굴민,
Vitinha. Now that looks a decent ball. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. Otto can clear it away. Pull it. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi. Now it's Bale. Vitinha. That's a lovely, neat pass. And pull it! And it's there! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get...
Takes the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero
Well, look,
20.
they know they've got a height
Numero
advantage,
4.
and it's time
Luis
for them to
Suarez.
use it.
Numero 10. Messi. lasciano il campo per il numero 5 Owen, il numero 18, il numero 11.
Arsenal have the chance to go the other way.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Now it's Mbappe.
80.953 spettatori.
Maldini. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Messi. Can he get it through? Rafael Leao. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Puskas. And here's Rafael Leao. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. That's really well manoeuvred. Otto did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Hullet. Puskas. Rafael Leao! No way through, so can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Hullet. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Haaland. And it's Rooney. Oh, well played. Maldini. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Puskas. Looking for the run. Ferdinand. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Thuram. That's Maldini. Vitinha. Owen. Hullet is always looking to break lines. Rooney.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's going for goal! They want to be quick to recover this. And he should have made it 4.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Puskas going after that. Schneider. The final 5 minutes. And this is Rooney. That looks a good cross. Rafael Leao. Here's Vitinha. Puskas. Great defending, strong and determined. Vieira. Nice looking ball.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
1 minute to add according to the board. And we're done. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Hullet on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man.
굴민. 더 가실까요? 잘하는 양이. 헤헤. 아직도 굴매는 쓸만하네요. 나도 굴맨. 키키키키키키키키키키. 저거 언제적 굴맨이요. 그래도 베일 있네요. 은밥이랑.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game,
굴맨 한
sounds
놈만
like a
패기.
big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Bullet! Against the crossbar. An early chance there, first of the game. That is good alertness. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe. Silvestre picks it up now. Impressive jump! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for
Wow.
doing this is incredible.
It was a
빙글
great
돌면서
header. The
헤딩을
invitation
킥킥해요.
was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move.
David Villa! Oh, it rattles the bar! And he's there to belt it away. A lot of space ahead of him. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pirlo. And this is Bale. Oh, now he can... It's Bale! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Thinks about the shot. Dembele! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it.
Applies
Ooh.
the finish. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That pass isn't the best. Vieira.
This is the time you need that pace.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's but a chance! Goal! Arsenal! And again they hit the front. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he
Wow.
would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Arsenal have their lead. Now it's
그냥
Bullet.
조지면 위험하네.
He's had it nicked away. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Vieira gets it away. Can he spark a counter here? Silvestre. Mbappe.
Oh, great feat, that.
He has found a decent chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pirlo to take it as usual.
그냥 두지기.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, nicely intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. That's really well manoeuvred. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Has a look and plays it forward. Looking for the run. Got it! Nicely aimed pass. Vieira. Pull it. Now it's Bale. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Villa. Spread to the right. That has ended up in no man's land. Mbappe. And it's Bale. And it's Pirlo. Bale. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pass somewhat off target. He's looking wide. And here's Mbappe. He's a sharp little... Real chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Vitinha. Messi. Good take, and is he in? Messi. Pirlo. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Vitinha. David Villa. Messi.
Ci saranno 3
Oh,
minuti
he's
di
played a
recupero.
chance, surely! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Now it's Messi. David Villa has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Now it's Bale. Messi has given away a free kick. And now they can clear their lines. And the referee has blown for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes. Can he finish? And the ball's struck first time. Loose ball now, and there's a chase onto it. Oh, what has happened here? Messi takes a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Arsenal have their third corner. Towering header! Harmlessly behind. Pirlo. Great vision. Dink through. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, super! And the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Now it's Hullet. And it's Dembele. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Dembele. Oh, important interception.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Great chance! And it's in! And this is getting better and better.
오.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And now he has two.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 24. Villa.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Messi.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here.
전반과는
Now the
다른
crowd are
양상.
demanding that they just finish this off.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
finish!
80.950
Got to be quick to recover this. Mbappe, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Hullet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's played in. That is a brilliant interception. Cruyff. Puskas. Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already getting up there! Read the delivery beautifully, but got the finish all wrong. Pirlo picks it up from the goal kick. Odo, oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get free. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's picked it up out wide. Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Hullet. It's Basho!
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And this is Hullet. Shot could be on. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mbappe. And it's Cruyff. Pirlo. The less said about that pass, the better. Vieira. It's Cruyff, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, Red, nice interception. And the counter is on. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Puskas. Hullet. Goes for a shot! Hullet. Mbappe. Vieira cuts it out. Now it's Puskas. Messi. Now it's Haaland. Oh, well measured. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Pirlo with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Cruyff. Messi. That's a nicely shaped ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Thuram. Puskas chasing after it. And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty...
오리지널 굴리트 가족구만 지치. 키키키키윽. 막판 가보실까요?
헤헤.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then. He's cut it out.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto.
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know. And
Bullish header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Thinks one through. He's having a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
헐.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Messi. And he's quick to get rid. Ball is over the line. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Messi tries to pass it through. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Bullet touches it back. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Looking for options for movement. And here's chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
오.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's taking no chances
그냥
there.
잡고 때리는구나, 베일.
Oh, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter. That looks a cracking ball. Ferdinand, still goalless. Knocks it out wide. Can he get it through? Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pelé going face to face with his great rival. Pelé. Dembele! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
덴벨레이야.
Vitinha wins the duel this time. And it's Messi. Nice looking ball. Probing pass. Oh, shooting chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Roma really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Odo is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's come to nothing. That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi. Now it's Hullet. There's the shot! That's a fair try, but just off target. That's really well manoeuvred. And now they can spring out of defence. That's an imaginative pass. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Looking tidy in possession here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Delicate ball, and it needs to be.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pelé can see things others simply cannot. Pirlo. Messi. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Vitinha. Rijkaard makes the interception. Goes looking wide. Now it's Hullet. And it's Messi. Odo. Nicely weighted ball. He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Dembele. Now it's Pele. That's good vision. Dembele. Oh, that's a fine interception. Shot a goal! It's in!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special
이건
talent
뭐야?
has given us all a very special memory.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
안 잡고 뭐 하는겨?
And that is indeed the final act. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half.
키키 대머리
They've got the
세트지.
lead and that gives them something to
키퍼
build on
죽었어요?
after the break.
키키키키키키.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the
오버롤은
second half.
높네요. 키퍼 이농박의 업석의 새끼는
Down to business again.
Roma can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here. Roma are clearly playing a patient game here. Looking...
Takes the shot! And Hullet! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, denied brilliantly!
Hullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. And the shot! That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Takes a shot! And he has kept it out somehow!
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, this looks sharp. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's made it to Mbappe! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Pirlo. And the return pass. And that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? This is Dembele. He's picked his way through. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Dembele picks it up out wide. Pele!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Oh, it's come off the upright. Otto is there to clear.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20, numero 23, numero 10, Messi, numero 7, numero 22. Lasciano il campo.
덴벨레농은 골대 2번 맞추고 한 개 웃네.
That's a nicely weighted pass.
Il numero 8, il numero
Nicely
15,
aimed pass.
il numero 26.
Mbappé.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And it's Baggio. Look at the space here. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Goal! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got
Ooh.
two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he was quick to react. Puskas. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gives it back.
Roma really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Pull it. Oh, they can break here. That is ended up in no man's land, and the pass is intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Cruyff. Pirlo. Cruyff. Pull it. Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Baggio. And here's Cruyff. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Messi. Played into space. It's a pretty loose pass. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. The whistle's gone and the game is over. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end.
키키키키우
For
굿게임입니다.
the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints.
질게 맨날 개 같은 키퍼. TV 돌려볼 가게 같은 거. 키키키육 해보십시오. 요즘 족같이 디비게 같은 이쁜
So
놈.
bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
맘
So
비우고 해야 합니다,
straight into the
키키육.
action. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself.
He's had a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Luis Suarez. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Spread to the right. Rijkaard. Might be danger here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Sola! And there's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
It's roll! A disastrous start. 2 down in next to no time. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Caresses it through. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Luis Suarez. And here's Dembele. Fiore. Looking for a runner. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Roma are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Looking to play him in. Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Borussia Dortmund are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Now it's Hullet. That has been slung wide. Looking for options for movement. That is good strength. Great ball, and he's in here. Brilliantly cut out. Ronaldinho conjures time and space where few can. Rijkaard. Rijkaard charging forward, the ball at his feet. Thuram. Messi. Oh, good-looking ball. Here's Vitinha. Gently done. Howson. And that interception was most... Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this. And that has fair fizzed.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And this is Messi. And now they can spring out of defence. Ambitious ball here. Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard. Aimed beyond the defence. And here's Suarez. Looking for the run. Oh, Red, nice interception. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Zola looking to add to his goal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Luis Suarez. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Little pass back. Zola. He's a sharp little ball here. He's in a great position. Wanted to outwit the keeper, but a shade off target.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch, and they're quite a tough skill.
And it's Hullet. Gives it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shot a goal! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. How would you review the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second half is up and running.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And this is Dembele.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Messi. Taken back almost at once. And this is Luis Suarez. Zola. Ronaldinho. Vitinha. And this is Hullet. And Hullet! And that's a tiny finish. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Played back into the centre. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. So we've reached the hour mark. Messi, and the shot! And a neat finish! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20. Numero 10.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Luis Suarez.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Vieira. Vitinha. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Zola. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Knocks it into space. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Roberto Baggio. Pull it. That's a sharp pass. Fiore. And this is Raul. Raul unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Puskás. And the finish! We have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And the shot! It's a goal! And the comeback is complete! A horrible blip. A moment they could well have done without.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Borussia Dortmund really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Baggio. Can he get it through? Rijkaard. Played out to the left flank. Vieira. And it's Baggio. Now it's Puskás. Pull it. Now there's a fine ball. Takes a shot! And that's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And now he has two. So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Roberto Baggio. Pull it. And this is Owen. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Vitinha. Vieira. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. He's chosen to go back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Pull it. Great chance! Ron Hullet! Beyond special! What a player! A finish of true class! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their... Oh, what has happened here? Cross from Robertson. Yeah. Puskás tries to play it through. Great ball if he can get there. Picked out brilliantly. And the shots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And it's Baggio. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Great vision.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cambio di giocatori.
Roberto Baggio. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And that will be it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up.
And he shoots! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's played it back. It's Asa! Asa! He is just a 2, and we've barely begun here. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. So
Oh, shooting chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And they've switched it over to the other side. Now it's Hazard.
well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's a dangerous ball. That's a sharp pass. Vitinha, and it's slung out wide. Not the most accurate pass. Vitinha. Vieira. Nedved might just make this. Oh, that's superb. Somewhat off target. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Nedved. Now it's Hullet. Hullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And here's Hullet. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vitinha. And here's Hullet. That is a brilliant interception. Seedorf. And it's Nedved. Looking for options for movement. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Dembele. Now it's Hullet. Seedorf. And it's Nedved. Dembele. And here's Hullet. Dembele has created one goal already. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And this is Nedved. It's Nedved! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Maldini. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Hullet. Now Yaya Toure. Nedved. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Seedorf. Luis Suarez. And here's Hullet. That's a cute ball. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And it's half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. We're on the move again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Rijkaard. Vitinha. Caceres. Seedorf. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. He's a sharp little ball here. Hullet. He's cut it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And that's another good win of the ball. Nedved. Yaya Toure. And it's Azar. This is a promising build-up. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Hullet.
This is the time you need that pace. Suarez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Azar.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Dembele. Seedorf. And this is Hullet. Messi. Vieira. Hullet. Here's Vitinha. And it's Caceres. And it's Vitinha.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Well, that looks a decent shot at goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's gone backward here. Bullet! Thuram tries to clear. Nedved. It's run loose here. Maldini. Yaya Toure. Seedorf. Hazard. And here's Hullet. And he was quick to react. Vieira. It's Hullet. Seedorf. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Thuram, oh, good read. Vieira. And it's Luis Suarez, and that could set him on his way. And he's straight offside.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20.
So we have
Numero
movement on
4,
both benches.
Luis Suarez. Numero 10. Messi. Numero 22.
Pull
Lascia il
it.
campo per il numero
Owen.
5.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Il numero 15.
Maldini.
Il numero 26.
And it's Owen.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Driving through the middle. Haaland. Ibrahimovic. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This... Owen!
Roma really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Cruyff.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Owen. And that is expertly dealt with. Nedved. It's a good run down the right. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's in on goal. And this is Ibrahim. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ibrahimovic. And the shot!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And this is Owen. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the...